I was doing that. I was just looking through the nudes, and apparently Kanye East is Yeezy is being sued actually, and nobody can find him to serve him the papers. Cray. So Yahoo News. I'll read the article because, like, personally, I have no idea what's going on, and I don't even know anybody else knows. So, Yahoo News has a former business manager of Yee has reportedly been trying to and failing. Has been trying and failing to locate him so the rapper can be served with a $4.5 million contract lawsuit. Thomas St. John, a former business manager for the rapper, formerly known as Kanye West, filed a $4.5 million lawsuit against him this year over alleged unpaid fees. But the Sun now reports St. John has been unable to locate Ye to serve him and is requesting an extension so he can do so. As a general matter, we have had difficulty confirming the best current address of Mr. West. A court filing reportedly said, noting that we have attempted to serve him by mail at 3 separate addresses. A package delivered to one address was reportedly returned to the sender. Dun, dun, dun. Where's Mr. West? I just say the guy's got, well, how much money does the guy have? Not much, but he's got enough money to get the out of here. So I bet you he's moving to Romania.
I was gonna say, I think he's probably going where Tate is, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I think you just go places. Like, look at a old boy who fucking the U.S. government hated for forever. What is it, Julian Assange?
Oh, both of them, Assange.
All,
Yeah.
all the Julians. Like, how the fuck do you go
Yeah.
this long when the government wants you?
Mm-hmm. But you got to go to a country where the government can't get in, right? Right.
And that's
because
the problem. Is like you
Russia's
can't be extradited
typically
in certain situations.
Yep. There's a lot of different countries. No,
They're not going to charge you for a crime that you didn't do. They're against their government or against their people.
Yep.
So Kanye's case, this is going to be a personal, it's a personal matter. He literally could just dip on vacation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he's fine. But his mental state, like everybody wants to be always on top of.
Imagine he's not mental at all, though. Imagine his mental state is perfect. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What if he's been planning something?
This was all a part of the whole plan.
Yeah.
Just to take money from another organization or thing he's in and get the fuck out and be like, fuck it, I'm done.
World's a big place, man.
And plus, he just got screwed over money. Like,
$1 billion.
He's in a whole different mindset. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
Imagine
I'd be hiding out too, bro.
Yeah, fucking rights I would. Fucking rights I would. I barely got a tax bill my tax bill ain't nothing on 4.2 billion, and I'm looking to hide. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, I'd fucking duck out too, man. And it's like, yeah. And it's like, why would you, like, again, I'm not justifying anything. What we do around here on TBL is if there's a story presented from one side and a story presented from another, we know that there's a truth somewhere in the middle, or that truth is nowhere in there at all, and it's something completely different. I just always find the media never agrees. The media never agrees.
Well,
so when they do
the full clips of shit, like they'll say somebody does or says or acts away, and they'll never show everything. You know what I'm saying? Like
never. So it's like,
what's really the case going on here?
I'm not saying this, and you can apply the same argument to the Andrew Tate thing. It's like, I don't know the guy. I don't know what he's done. Maybe he inflates something he says on the internet to sound cooler. Top G shit. You know what I'm saying? We'd understand that, wouldn't we?
Gee, I can't believe people.
So it's like, maybe they know something that can't get out, man.
Well, you know what I mean? Like, there's that slander shit too. If somebody knows something that is really damning against a certain party, whether political or lifestyle or like sexuality, any of these things like that, once you get a black mark on your name, you got a black mark on your name. They're going to figure out a way to take you down. Look at the journalists or the people who discover shit that magically suicide themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Snowden. Look at Snowden, because we kind of said it. Yeah, espionage, treason, da.
He's looked at as enemy of the state to the masses, we'll say. But meanwhile, he's trying to help people.
Right.
So it's hard. We could have our opinion. We could have our strong. I talk my shit how I talk it. I think fucking a lot of people are trash, but there's a lot of people who are really good who get the same exact narrative put on them as being trash. So then
Yeah.
what makes them not versus
Any
the
different?
other,
Any
you know?
different? And
Because we
who's
don't
to
know the
say we?
facts. We just
No, you damn rights we don't. And the thing is like, who's just like, what a great way to smear someone's character by saying you, owe the government $4 million, or you are a human trafficker, or you know what I mean? Like that's pretty hefty allegations. What a great way to destroy character, right?
well, because
And if
like in an Andrew Tate situation, misogyny is misogyny. Like that's what it is. That's his person. It's a piece of shit,
yeah,
but
that
that's what
that's
it is.
opinion. You can have that
Kanye's
opinion all you
case,
want.
like
I mean,
opinion, it's still the same thing.
it's all opinion.
Same
It's
thing.
all
He
opinion.
was
It's
talking
all
up
opinion.
poorly about Jewish people, which is fucked.
Yeah, who cares? Yeah, sure,
But
it's fucked.
yeah, honestly, who cares? Don't
But
fucking listen to his music. Don't buy
let
his
him,
shoes. But then
and
everybody's
and
canceling him.
and
He's
he gets
like,
dropped. And he gets dropped. You know what I mean? You should. You should. If you said something that fucking like ridiculous, and you're with a brand like, who was it? Gap.
oh, the
If
Gap.
you're
Yeah, that makes sense.
so,
They're a
then
family
yeah,
fucking brand,
that's
you
a
know.
family brand. That's a family brand that's trying to offer the world clothing. Forget about all whatever the Gap stands for. I'm just trying to say, like, they have a brand to defend too, right? So that totally makes sense that he's gonna get dropped. So there
Yeah.
should be repercussions for your words.
Well, that's the thing is like sometimes too. It's like you never know with the trolling shit too. I feel like Kanye may have some mental issues. The shit that comes out of his mouth is fucking ludicrous.
Ludicrous.
But sometimes I wonder if he's just saying shit for sound bites and for the attention. And it's like he's been acting crazy for a long fucking
You ever
time, and he's
you,
still getting billion. Well, he made billion some dollars.
you ever heard? Remember that story of that Marine that was held captive overseas and used blinks to give out
Blinks?
Morse
Oh yeah,
code.
yeah,
Blinks to give out Morse code SOS. You're familiar with that story?
yeah.
What if Kanye is trying to do the same thing, but he's using words?
What yay and on?
Stop. Oh, Jesus.
Really, what he said, he misspelled it intentionally
Yeah,
because what he was trying to do was
yeah.
tell you about aliens coming
Damas.
to Earth.
Yeah, Damas together right now. Meet on a cliff.
The
Yeah,
symbolism of
I
his
don't know.
mask
I don't
and
know. I
saying
don't know.
he's
What
against
if
Jews really is about oppression.
just think of the guy, the Marines captors that saw him while he was sitting there.
Yeah.
They're like, he's dumb.
Yeah, look how
He's
stupid his face
dumb.
is.
Look at
Yeah,
him.
yeah. You know?
But somebody figured it out. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I love entertaining that fucking other side. You know that.
But you
So
know
it's
there's
like
somebody in one of these Chan websites who's like, look at Kanye's smile, slightly vertical,
slightly to
to
the
the
right.
side. Also look at George Washington's smile, same smile. What he's doing is posing on it. Like
It's a swastika.
people are really fucking
Yeah.
reaching for some shit's obvious and blatant, and most people are like, there's more to it. Us included.
Right? Yeah.
Like you could
Totally.
have somebody come out and say,
100%.
I hate all people, and you're like, does he really?
Does he? It's
You
like,
know?
I do. But
Yeah.
do you?
But like, are you just
Like,
saying this because you're really trying to tell us something else?
are you broken? Do
Fucking
you have something you want to talk
intensity.
to me about?
Well, there's a thing too, like about like what would it be like? Not intelligence, but like capacity of information.
Mhm.
Like some people should put their head in the sand. Some people should not be involved with every single thing because it's
Of
overwhelming.
course. Yeah.
You know
I
what I'm
agree. Not
saying?
everybody should vote.
Like, yeah.
I
And
don't
not
think
everybody should know
everybody.
about politics even because these people are so like, yeah, well, it's all bullshit.
Yeah.
It's all bullshit. Like I remember
Could you
when
imagine?
legalization was coming and my ex's mom was asking me, should I vote yes or no? And I was like, this bill is good, but it'll be manipulated. This is just what they do. And she's like, all right, well, that and gerrymandering, I'm explaining all of it. She's good to go. But then her mom, who's her main source of information, tells her, well, oh, you can't vote with the mob. So she's like, oh, it's voting for the mafia. Well, what do I see? Shortly thereafter, there's a fucking flyer that goes out and says, don't vote with the mob. The Democrats are taking over. I'm like, oh, so you're a fucking moron. So all it took was just a headline and one
A
person to
flyer.
influence you without you knowing the actual information. But yet you're so easily influenced. These are the people who should not be involved with politics. Should not. I mean, like, yeah, freedom of speech, have an opinion, but you're dumb as a fucking rock. You should not help influence decisions.
Hey,
You
could
should
you
just be a
imagine?
bee
Hey,
in
freedom
the
of
working
speech.
area.
I'm a
You
freedom
know?
of I'm a freedom of speech absolutist. You should be able to say anything you want. You should. Aside from yelling "burning building" in a crowded theater, right? You know, the obvious. It's like, no, I think you should be able to say whatever the hell you want. But that doesn't mean anyone has to listen. Could you imagine if everyone had an opinion on how doctors perform surgeries? Could you imagine if a doctor had to take a vote if he used a scalpel or if he used scalpel is the only tool I know. You know what I mean? Like, no,
Not far from that, bro.
I
If
have
you've got a
clearly no reason to be putting any medical advice on the table whatsoever. None. Zero. Nada. So the same can be applied to space aviation or exploration. And the same thing can be applied to politics. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like, if you don't know, either figure it out or just leave it to someone who may
yeah, just
know.
have an opinion,
That's right.
like
And of course, so that's where people are like, all right, yep, just leave it to the cucks. You know what I mean? Yep,
yeah,
you're just
leave it
like,
to them fucking just
you know,
running your life. It's like, no, there
it's like
should be a fine
no.
balance. Like, I pay for a
Smart
consultant when I
people
need them.
surround themselves with smarter people. That's the reality of good business. Why can't life be the same way? It's like I'm not a professor in science for a reason. So I'm not gonna participate.
Well, dude, and
It's
that's the tough part is like,
stone to
even
bone,
during
man.
like the pandemic shit, like I was a sole in my tribe, I was the sole person who was like, I don't buy none of this shit. Government lies. But then it became politicized. And it was like, left side of the family says, we believe anything and eat up anything. Right side's like, it's all fake. And I'm like, but the thing is you're all dumb. Left side, right side over here. Because neither, you're just literally watching one news thing, other news thing, repeating narratives, not looking into shit, not having critical thinking, but just having a strong opinion. So it's like it goes to the same fact of things like this. Like, yeah, we have our opinion, but I feel like you and I have a little bit of critical thinking skills and a little
Yeah.
bit,
I
that like, I'm not going to get too offended. I'm not too vested into any of these things. I have a strong opinion, but it's not going to make me go and try to shut somebody down, or I'm
I
going to go out
believe
to Washington to go and fucking attack somebody. Like,
most people are that way, bro.
it's crazy,
Most
bro.
people are that.
The
It's
masses, I
mo
don't think are, like, just like you say, the masses are
The
not as
masses are critical. I believe it. I believe it. It's just the ones that aren't, the ones that are just outspoken and dumb
vocal
are the
minority.
loudest ones. Are the loudest ones. They're the ones that scream. They're the ones that are like, it's like, I'm being oppressed. I'm being marginalized. It's like, shut up. You're not. You are not. You're yelling this from a university for crying out loud. It's
Yeah.
like you got to university. You are not marginalized. There's people that can't get to university. So it's like,
Well,
no, no. It's the minority that make everyone look stupid.
when you look at even things in terms of like politics, like we've got shit coming out right now about how essentially fucking Twitter was hiding on both sides, whatever the fuck they want when they want, and helping to manipulate the narrative of elections, right? But no side wants to be like, oh, well, yeah, that's fucked for the people. They're just like, "The fucking Dems, I told you, liberals." Or the left is like, fucking right. I feel like Kanye's found himself in the middle of this type of thing. So now he's a political type of guy.
Yeah.
So the masses aren't going to ever look at, oh, what's going on with Kanye? They're going to be like, fuck that guy. He hates Jewish people. Or fuck yeah, Kanye speaks his mind. Yeah. So it's really tough to be like, everything is so gang. Thought
Yeah.
process, opinion,
I,
people. It's
again,
all
I but
gang.
I don't think it's the majority. I
No, but
don't. But I know what you
it's the
mean.
loudest portion. It's
It's
the
the loud.
most
Yeah, it's the one we have
visible
to listen
portion.
to. These are the ones
Yeah.
that we have to listen to.
Yeah.
It's the ones that are presented to our feeds and our TVs and our movies and our
Inundated
TV
with this
shows
shit,
and the
dude.
commercials and the music, and it's just like, yeah, yeah,
Yeah. It's horrible. And then when
crazy
it gets
though.
to your household, it's even worse.
Right,
Because I mean,
right.
like, this is just all the other people. It was only once the politics came, and now it's just in there now. Now there's these strong, opinionated people who follow these fucking news sources that give them things to stress out about forever. Like, my mom and Trey's mom are freaking the fuck out right now.
Yeah.
Why? Because old NFT's running again. So we've got fucking mad. I was like, what the fuck? Why can't we just chill? Everything's good today. We're
Everything's
fine.
great.
Be
Everything's
happy.
great
Our
today.
home and
All the
nothing changed then to now in our household and our family.
all the things that those like people are worried about are things that they have no ability of changing. That's like being worried that the North Korea is going to send nukes this way. So what if
Yeah.
they do? So what? Like what is Pigeons 420 going to do about a Russian or North Korean nuke? Nothing. 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 I can't stand out on the freeway and be like, stop. No, there's
Yep.
nothing I can do. Why would I worry about that? Why would I worry about that? And that's just something I actually compare to with like a lot of the stuff that we stress and worry about are things that we just really have no ability of changing at all. You're gonna have to worry about. It's gonna be something that's consistent there all the time. Smoke
Yeah.
about it, El Papa. That's right. So yeah,
That's what it
yeah.
is, man. And that's
That's
a
it.
big reason we do the shit we do is like call it an echo chamber, call it whatever, but like me and P differ in opinions sometimes.
A
And
lot.
you guys in the chat do too over here on
Mhm.
Twitch. And I feel like it's especially on YouTube, but over here on Twitch a little bit. I think that having these conversations is good because we can leave emotion out of it. We can smoke about it. We could talk our
Mhm.
shit and it's not a real issue versus you put it on the news and you leave with anxiety. You have
Yeah.
stress and tension. You're like, ugh, it's a
Hmm.
horrible fucking feeling versus like we just had a somewhat educated conversation about differing opinions, somewhat, I wouldn't say taboo subjects, but
No, these are important
politics and things
subjects.
like this used to be taboo subjects. You used to never say who you're voting for, your political party. Now you get a fucking shirt and flags on your car to make
Right.
sure everyone knows.
That's because politicians are celebrities now.
Yep.
And that's dangerous. That's dangerous. You know, in my
Ye-
opinion. But all political parties suck. You know, it's like I can't stand it when someone's like, "Oh, those Republicans. Oh, they both suck." Like they
Yeah.
both are just they both have bodies on them. You know what I mean? Like
The same fucking people, bro.
it's like
They all just are super rich fucking people who want to just get more rich.
that's it. That's it. So it's like just the sooner we realize that, you know, it's like we can have an impact on these things, but not in a way, not by hating on or giving grief to our neighbor, because it's our neighbor that we see every single day. These are the people that go to school with our children. These are the people that work with our spouses. These are the people that we need to put up with every day. So to hate and to argue and to fight over things that we can't even change is a what the people in power want us to do, because if we're fighting then we can't take them out, right? So it's like we
Devise,
need to
devise
we
and conquer.
divide and conquer. Yeah, it's
Divide,
like
that's a better word.
divide. Yeah, it's much better. So anyways, it's like that's we need to come together as a community. We need to hug more often than argue. And I just think it's great to have these conversations, because I hate the concept that no politics at the dinner table. Well,
Just
or
don't be a dick at the dinner
don't
table.
be a dick. These are things that regulate every portion of our lives. There isn't, I've said it before, there isn't a moment of your life that is not regulated by politics. From the moment you get up in the morning to the moment you go to bed, it's all regulated. Every aspect of it. If you think you got free choice, well, that's another conversation, but it's regulated. So why wouldn't you talk about it? Why wouldn't you talk about it with people that you love and trust? It's like, how are
Yeah.
we going to conquer these things? You know? And that's why we want to ask the questions from you guys, because you are a part of that cycle for us. You're that network. We want to hear what you guys are thinking, because we don't know. You know, Michigan boy, Canadian boy. It's like, I don't know what's going on in NYC. I
I only
don't know what's
started
going on in
traveling last when I met these
Australia.
guys, him and
Yeah,
fucking Chris.
yeah, yeah. Never traveled before in my
I
life.
went to
Well,
Florida one
outside
time.
my country, but yeah.
In
So
Chicago, I drove to. Otherwise, yeah, I went to Ohio because I have family there. But other in Kentucky, like shitty places. No offense, Kentucky and Ohio, but you guys know.
you
You
guys
know.
know they don't
You
even
guys
have
know.
internet out there.
You
But
know.
yeah, shout out to everybody, man. We appreciate you guys being in the chat. We appreciate you guys putting up with us, because I know not everybody agrees with the two of us. We know that. So we
100%. We
appreciate you
see
guys.
that often.
We see it.
Indiana's the worst, Johnny. I
So
didn't
we
even bring Indiana up because
Indiana's
it's
the
the
worst.
fucking worst.
What's
I
Indiana?
How often do I mention this, P? Like once a week.
Oh, too
How
funny.
shitty Indiana is.
That's
Like
it. Yeah,
I'm
we
sorry.
wrote a book on this.
I damn near do have a short novel titled "How Much Indiana
Uh,
Sucks."
Now that we just lost 4 viewers from Indiana,
I'm sorry, guys.
who are in
You know what the
Chicago
laws
using
are.
the internet there. Come on, relax. So,
Like, don't
anyways,
smoke weed. Drop your baby off at a fire station.
we appreciate you guys for
That's
tuning
what,
in, man. We appreciate you guys for tuning in. That we're always talking. We're actually live every single week, twice typically. Mondays, Fridays, if it's not a holiday. 9 a.m. Central, 7 Eastern, 10. I don't fucking know, man. I
we
lost it.
do it in
It's
the
9
mornings.
Central, 10 Eastern. There we go. 7 Pacific. Come hang
Yeah.
out. We talk all things nudes, culture, science, health. If there's anything that's kind of interesting to you that you think will be interesting to us, or if something that you just want us to talk about, either A, you can come check it out, or just hash it out in the comments. Just bring it forward in the comment section over on Twitch over here. Or you can go to reddit.com/r/topbudslive. It's a lot of slashes. You might feel like Predator, or not Predator. I was thinking Blade. Yeah, Blade.
Predator. We've been talking about predators.